One of the best activities you can do with your friends and family is a little thing called playing couch co-op games. And I don't mean actually playing with your friends and family, I mean actually playing with your couch. Now sure, you could easily just play online with your friends, no problem, but there's just something so special about you and your buddy pulling up to each other's houses to play some video games. Maybe you guys order a hot pizza or crack open some cold ones. Maybe a pre-game 7 minutes in heaven before you start, I don't know. And while I reminisced on memories that I didn't have, it got me to think back on the memories that I do have. Playing co-op games with my brother. More specifically, the subject of today's video, Army of Two. Seriously, we were hooked on this game like its name was phonics. It was that fun. Now if you don't mind, I'm gonna grab my hard hat so I can cement my memories onto the internet. Just a quick side note, I'm not gonna be talking about the third game, The Devil's Cartel, only because 1, I haven't played it in a very long time, and 2, Thank you. And 2, due to some rather, tech-related issues, I couldn't get my hands on it recently, so I don't want to possibly poop on a game based off of what could be outdated feelings, you know? Okay, actual video time. Okay, one of the first things that I actually want to talk about real quick is that this game was actually developed by EA. I know. I too was surprised when I rediscovered this fact. And for but a moment, I remembered that EA used to put out quality content. Now, I can't sell you on some boring, bland, middle-of-the-road story that you can beat in 6 to 8 hours, but what is for sale are some cheesy action movie-type characters. Honestly, it's kinda sad that our main characters Rios and Salem aren't talked about more and we're just kind of left behind. I mean, granted, they haven't been the main characters in the game in 14 years, so... What I like about these characters is their dynamic and how well they work off of each other.
You know, you gave me all this shit about conspiracy theories, but it looks like I was right on.
Okay, you were right. Is that what you want? You want to say I told you so? Go ahead.
I told you so.
There, you said it. How does that feel?
Good.
Over here you got my boy Rios, who's a lot more intuitive and focused and plays a lot of Among Us because everything that happens to him in the first game happens to be very sus.
Something ain't right. I want to know what this mission is really about. They singled him out. They knew he was the one in that chopper. He knew something.
Then you got my main man, Salem, who's more chill and carefree, and likes to tell his friend he's been consuming too much InfoWars, what with all the conspiracy theories he's spewing out.
Don't you think that is a little suspicious?
You want to solve a mystery? Okay, I got a game of Clue you can play when we get back home. Till then, just focus on getting out of here without getting killed or getting some strange disease.
Now, do these guys have some sort of deep complexity to their character? Of course not. Maybe in the comments that I didn't know existed until making of this video. But I do find them a little entertaining with some of their banter and other camaraderie they get into. We also have a couple of notable characters like Clyde, who's really cool and badass. His only downside is that I'm not 11 anymore, so I kinda find his character, much like myself, to be kind of, cringe.
No problem, fucko. Fucko? Who says that?
I really don't understand what exactly they were going for with this dude. I guess they wanted an edgy badass that can get things done who you'll have to kill later. Yeah, he's actually one of the bad guys, by the way. But he just kind of comes off as a bit of a psychopath. Like, my man's is over here going into very specific details about what he's gonna do to your bodies when he kills you.
I'm gonna kill you both, then I'm gonna drain all your blood, take out your bones, put your body in a big chair with some elves and reindeer, and sit on your lap and tell you all the cool shit I want for Christmas.
There he is! This guy clearly had a messed up childhood.
You think?
I mean, I'd probably go crazy too if my low-resolution textures looked like they were printed from a fax machine. We also have Rios and Salem's dispatcher, Alice Murray, who works double as an agent of being held in captivity department, considering she gets held hostage in the first 2 games. Also, she dies. But, okay. Characters are cool and all, but why don't we talk about what really makes Army of Two the bee's knees? Co-op.
Come here, bro.
Now look, if I told you that my brother and I put nearly 100 plus hours into this game when we were kids, you'd probably think, wow, this guy and his brother put nearly 100 plus hours in this game when they were kids. And you'd be right, because, this co-op was kinda banging. It was also one of the few co-op games we had. Oh, don't mind me, just, trading weapons with my teammate real quick. I don't know, man, I just think it's kinda cool that we can, you know, co-op snipes so we don't have to engage with the enemies so soon. Oh man, this guy's got a turret. What are we supposed to do? I don't know, maybe you pull their attention so I can sneak behind him. Now look, you guys have heard of the Industrial Revolution, but the only revolution that we should probably be talking about is the fact that you can drag your downed teammates. This game came out in 2008, by the way. I know, I too am simply, as you put it, gobsmacked. Now, did these mechanics actually revolutionize co-op games? Probably not. I'm sure they're not even the first to do it. I've already exceeded my max level of research and I'm too lazy to look it up any further. But if there was anything in this co-op game worth giving a damn, it has to be the one, the only.
We're surrounded. Back to back.
Call me Krispy Kreme on the account of how glazed my pants are right now. Back to back is hands down one of the coolest mechanics ever, and if you disagree, well, why don't you go ahead and meet me in the back of aisle 6 of a Dollar General. There's just something so badass about you and your teammate doing a little bump and grind on each other while time slows down and you're being swarmed by a bunch of enemies. And what is a co-op shooter without its firearms? I ain't gonna lie, I completely forgot how many weapons were available to buy and use. You got a large plethora of ARs, LMGs, and shotguns for your primary. SMGs and pistols are reserved for your sidearms, and even a few snipers and launchers for your special weapons. Some guns allow you to purchase parts for them to make them stronger or more accurate, with even more being unlocked as you progress through the game. And I have some special VIP seats on reserve for anybody that's applied the pimped camo to their guns. But alas, not all is sunshine and rainbows in this fairy tale. Okay, maybe some sunshine. Firstly, the game's not really that long. Maybe 5 to 6 hours, give or take. The only way you can really prolong the game is if you're actively looking for intel drops, which I forgot to mention gives you extra money. But other than that, you're just walking from room to room, do a little objective, shoot enemy, watch cutscene, and rinse and repeat. There's also some detriment of life things like not being able to shoulder swap, forcing you to sort of finagle your way into the corner of the cover, and not being able to just quickly throw a grenade. You pretty much have to equip the grenade in its entirety to be able to throw it. But hey, you guys know me. I've never been one at describing things very well. But you know I'm about to describe the hell out of how good Army of Two the 40th day was, baby. Let's go! Yeah, we can go ahead and toss the 40th day into the pile of games that outdo their predecessors, cause God, I love this game. Don't worry, our hot single dads Rios and Salem are back, and with the stakes being raised higher than my blood pressure, rest assured our boys still know how to crack a joke.
Yeah, right. You first, Spidey. I really want to see your fat ass clear that gap.
All-American long jumper in high school.
Bullshit.
No, the main focus of this game is all the cool stuff that they added, changed, and unfortunately taken away. But enough about that, let's go talk about some guns. Not only does the 40th day have significantly less guns than its predecessor, they also put some of the guns in different categories. Submachine guns are now added to the primary category, leaving you with only 3 pistols. And the grenade launcher is no longer available as a primary, but now is a special weapon. But I mean, why bother with that when you can just get the VSS? Fun little fact that I found out while trying to unlock the ASKR1 in this game, the gun was actually part of a weapon design contest where 2 of the winners would have their designs added into the game. And not only does the gun's acronym stand for Ass Kicker, it was also designed by, believe it or not, Angry Joe. Badass! And the weapon customization. Oh, the weapon customization. You can literally turn any normal looking gun in this game into weaponized puke. What the fuck is this? Sure, people might ask, what in the 9 layers of hell plus a 5-layered burrito from Taco Bell are you holding? But I think it's worth it to clown on some of these highly trained militants with these goober ass weapons. On the top of the militants, why don't we talk about civilian casualties, and how not to avoid them. Throughout the game, you'll often find yourself in positions where you can save some civilians. In order to save them, you just aim and put them out of their misery. In order to actually save them, you gotta find the guy that's in charge, usually one of these 2 guys, and hold them hostage, making their entire squad surrender. If your walking meat shield starts to get a little rowdy, go ahead and crack their neck like a glow stick and put them to eternal sleep, or just simply tie them down. However, this can be a double-edged sword. You see, enemies can actually jump out and ambush you, forcing you to surrender. It's just too bad that they're not faster than your bullets. Just steer clear of old boy over here. Man's angrily walking out like they ran out of honey butter at Ryan's buffet. Heavy enemies are back, now with 4 times the firepower and 4 times the pain in my ass. Not only are these absolute units packing big armor and weapons, they're also packing cutscenes to let you know, hey, I'm not gonna go down without a fight. Same strategy can be applied from the last game. Simply have your teammates seduce the heavy with their bullets. Once they have their attention, just run behind them and blow some back shots until they combust. If you're a COD Zombies fan, the voice actor that plays Tank Dempsey, Steve Blum, is actually the voice for the heavy flamethrower guy. And can we just stop and appreciate the small things? Like the game having more color, heads exploding when you actually hit them with high-powered weapons, and being able to even use dead hippos as cover. Truly a game changer. But what if a game about 2 mercenaries trying to escape Shanghai, China questioned your morals? Are you a good guy or a bad? Me personally, I'm a good guy. Well-mannered, very polite, easy to get along with. What do you mean I lack introspection, you stupid bitch? Sure, you can pick the morally good option. If you're a tool, me, I'm over here putting kids in danger to unlock a weapon.
What about the boy? His name is Chin.
Never heard of him.
It's starting to make sense why Dr. Wu didn't open the armory so I can get the G18 pistol. And of course, we can't forget about the obligatory, do you kill the bad guy but also end up killing a bunch of civilians? Or do you end up sacrificing your friend for the greater... But hold up, cause there is trouble in paradise. What do you mean I can't trade weapons with my teammate, even though I never used it as a solo player? And you're telling me that you also got rid of overkill mode?
You want some of this? Do you want some of this?
Nope. Get back over here. What do you mean I can only go back to back twice? That was like a staple mechanic in the series, and you neutered it. Why? Why would you neuter it? What has it done to you? And that's really all I've got to say. Army of Two is a series about 2 guys that overcome impossible odds through the power of friendship and cooperation. Thanks for watching. Quick side note, I'm going to try some new style of content because my brain compels me to do so. Variety is the spice of life after all. But don't worry, I still plan on making videos where I praise and glaze my favorite video games. Okay, bye.